What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. I sound a little bit different. I'm sick right now, but what can you do? I gotta get this content. I'm gonna give y'all this content. I want to talk about Blue Lock for a second. We're at season 2, episode 34 in total. Season 2, episode 10 in particular. But I really want to talk about the whole thing, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram, TikTok about the animation style, and you know what? It is indefensible. You can't argue that, this could be good because it has to do X, Y, and Z and blah blah blah. No, the art, it's the animation is trash. The art is good, the animation is trash. Now, up until, what was that episode? I got it over here. Up until, what was it, 32? I was willing to defend it because I read the manga, so I'm a little bit ahead. I'm very ahead. What I did was, when season 1 stopped, I picked up wherever the manga was current. So what's happening in season 2, I know nothing about, but I know like all the characters because I'm current with the manga. So this is filling in that gap for me. But considering Isagi is a thinker, and it's only gonna evolve the further the show goes on. So the stop motion animation, to an extent, this hard. My throat is super sore. It's hard to talk. I ain't gonna cap it. To an extent, it's like you have to freeze because Isagi has to process so much information. It's impossible while you're doing an active sport like soccer. It's impossible for them to animate him running back and forth while he's processing all this information. Because y'all know that's really his superpower. He sees everybody, takes into account what their normal processes, and then tries to figure out what's his best course of action. You can't do that if everybody's active, so you have to freeze it. So to an extent, I was like, how else can they animate this? Like, and then other characters do the same thing. So it's like, how else can you animate somebody literally processing what's happening in a split second? He's taking in what seems like 5 minutes worth of information in a split second. How are you gonna animate that? It's kind of like with Death Note, when Light's taking in that information, it kind of freeze frames. Light's in color, the background kind of fades to white and black, and Light's processing all that information. It's the same thing that needs to happen with Blue Lock. So to an extent, I was defending it from that avenue. However, there was a scene where Ren's brother was doing a weird one-legged kick into the goal. He like zigged left, came right, was in the air, and kicked it with his foot. And the way the animation was like, you would see him go two, and then all of a sudden just he's in the air kicking the ball. I was like, bro, you can't defend this animation anymore. It's garbage. It's 100% trash. It's to the point that even major sports corporations are getting involved, saying like, bro, fans of Blue Lock deserve better. Y'all have got to get. I think it was NFL. The NFL's official Twitter or X account had made a comment about how Blue Lock has to get better. But yeah, up to that point, you could defend it, but at this point, you just can't. Especially watching the latest episode. Yeah, it's become a stop motion anime. And the hard thing for me is I don't see how else they can animate this differently to really get the full effect. Because I agree with you. I don't like when you're seeing like a character supposed to be running and they're just in this single animation and the background has like the little dash forwards to give the illusion that they're running. I don't like that. In those instances, just let the character run, but at the same time, they're also thinking while they're running. So it's kind of like you have to freeze them so that you can get their thoughts across to the viewers. So in my mind, I'm like, I would rather do it this way, but how can the viewers receive the same information if we're doing it this way? It's kind of like we're watching a manga unfold, but instead of transferring the manga into a complete animation style, they just gave the panels color and put it on TV. You feel me? Y'all feel me with that? I know some of y'all probably feel me. Some of y'all probably don't, but that's kind of the feel that I'm getting. And again, I'm giving all this criticism, but also led with saying I don't know how they could do it differently. I mean, with the scene with Ren's brother, was it Itoshi Sai? Y'all could have just made that a fluid. I'm cutting here, I'm cutting back, I'm going to jump and kick the ball. Why couldn't that be fluid? That could have been fluid. So I think if they can balance the freeze frames with a solid fluidity to the match, maybe that would be the perfect combination. Oh, my throat is so sore. Pause. I'm sick cold. But yeah, all the criticism is warranted. But at the same time, how can we get them to do it better? What's a better animation style for Blue Lock? Keeping in mind, each character is processing like an insane amount of information in a split second. Like y'all saw what Mikage Rayo did at the end. He was looking at Itoshi's side and was like, okay, he's still dribbling. He looked at Shido and was like, okay, he's still on his move. I need to go here. There's no way to make that a fluid animation while getting his thoughts across because it's a split second. You feel me? So I don't know how we can get it to be better, but I want it to be better. It's selfish of me. Somebody has to figure something out. Yeah, that's really all I got. I'm still locked in. The Blue Lock manga, fantastic. Because the way they're animating it is the way it's literally put into a manga. So when I'm watching the anime, it's literally like I'm just watching the manga panels blasted on my TV with some color, some cell shading involved, all of that stuff. So I'm not too mad. Like the animation style isn't gonna deter me from watching the rest of the season. I'm really locked in. Manga and anime. I'm a lifelong fan of Blue Lock. But at the same time, I can address when they need to do a little better. You feel me? Or this could all just be the ramblings of a sick man who's a little outside of his mind. Y'all tell me. Uncrowned Kingdom, I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safe. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, 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 peace.